It's Stephen Jackson, aka Stack 5. You're now rocking with hip hop since 1987. You dig.
You know what it is, your man Eldorado, hip hop since 1987. We're live right now, ATL, Cream, Ultra Rounds. I got the honor and pleasure of being with NBA star / rapper Stephen Jackson. What's going on, good brother?
Man, nice to meet you, man.
Good to be here with you. Definitely good to be here. Now you go by a lot of names, you know what I'm saying? In the NBA, you know as Captain Jack. Out here in the rap world, Stack 5 and whatnot. You've been doing your thing in the NBA for some time. You're a seasoned vet, well respected in the league by players old and new. So I gotta ask you, with the NBA season coming to an end, with you being a former Spur and the Spurs winning the championship, what were your thoughts on that?
I'm happy they won. I think they deserve it. You know, they went through a lot last year with the way they lost in Miami. I think they deserved to win that. They was the best team this year in the NBA all season long. Tim Duncan went through a lot, so it was only right that he won another championship. I was happy for him.
I can definitely respect that. Now you also spent some time with the LA Clippers and whatnot. And the Clippers towards the end of the season caught a lot of turmoil because of their owner Donald Sterling. And you actually were at the forefront of addressing the matter. You came out with a song, America the Beautiful, no profanity, so everybody could hear it and, you know, kind of get a witness to what you had to say. What were your thoughts on that whole situation? I know we got some of your thoughts via your song and whatnot, but what were your thoughts on that situation? Would you have played, and what do you think the Clippers should do going forward?
You know, I always feel like God don't make mistakes. I was off that team before that came out for a reason, because I wouldn't have played. I would have spoke my mind right then. That same thing I said on the song, I probably would have said and walked out the locker room then. But you know, it was only right. I mean, a lot of players don't speak their minds because they're scared of what people are gonna think and what the game is gonna think. You know, like I said, I'm gonna down my feet before I down my knees. So how I feel is what I'm gonna say. So I mean, I had to do the song. It was the only way I could get it out. But you know, I redid the song. It's gonna be on my album. I put Scarface on it. So it's gonna really be crazy because he got a lot to say about this issue too, and I think a lot of people want to hear what he got to say.
I dig it. Now, the 2014-15 NBA season will be kicking off this year. We would love to see you back on that hardwood court and whatnot. Any teams been in your area, you know, free agency will start sometime over the summer and whatnot. Could you see yourself maybe returning home close to Houston and whatnot? Could we see you here in a Hawks jersey? Maybe even in Philly with the Sixers? Are there any possible teams that are hollering at you right now?
I haven't gotten any phone calls as of yet, but as of now. But I would love to be back in the game. Man, you know, I still love the game. Basketball is my first love. Will always be my first love. Done a lot for me and my family. I love the game. You know, I just want to be in a situation where I can play the game, be respected, you know, for the work I've done, and be on the team that got a chance to win. And if I'm putting that in that situation, I would love to be back in the game. But until then, I love what I'm doing, man. My life, not yours, coming soon.
I definitely dig it, and that was a perfect intro to, you know, where we're headed right now. A lot of people give athletes criticism for being athletes and rappers. However, you are a very good rapper, and rap has been a passion of yours for the entirety of your life. I understand, you know, where you were in church choirs, you know, music has been something that's kind of honed you throughout your life and whatnot. You've done 3 mixtapes in the past, and now you're working on a new album, as you spoke about. So give us a little bit of what that's been like going through the album process.
It's been like anything. It has ups and downs, you know. I've just been blessed that I've been having a good core of people around me to help me get it done. You know, guys like my homeboy Twin, Rocco, you know, Slim Thug, Kiki, Bun B, Scarface, you know, T.I., all the guys that's accepting me and that's listening to my music and not just going by my basketball player. You know, realizing that I do belong in this game. So, you know, that's the motivation for me. I think over the years, me doing the mixtapes and me doing shows while I was playing basketball, that showed my passion for it, and then it showed my skill for it. So now, it's only right that I come out with an album now titled "My Life, Not Yours," because it's self-explanatory. Rappers can act, well, why athletes can't rap? Well, I'm showing you I can do it, but I'm not just showing you by saying it, I'm showing you by my music. And you know, with God's strength and God's speed, I should be able to do it.
That was a very dope comparison. I definitely like how you phrased that and whatnot. Now, the lead single from the album, Gumbo, is definitely heating up in the streets right now. You had the likes of T.I., Jeezy, and Rocco on that song. So how did that song all come about?
I got to give props to Rocco. Rocco was very instrumental in putting that together. You know, he's real good friends with Jeezy and T.I., and he knew I was putting the album together. Me and him we got some crazy songs together that you're gonna hear about. But he's like, "What you missing for your album?" I said, "Man, I need T.I. and Jeezy." You know what I'm saying? He put it together, and we made it work. And you know, it's basketball, rap, acting. You put everything in the pot. Weed, drugs, partying. anything in the pot, you add it all up in this gumbo, you know what I mean? That's what this song is about, man. It's about everything. I'm adding the basketball and the entertainment and the streets. I'm putting all that in one. You know, Jesus bringing the kitchen and the streets, and T.I.'s bringing the two chicks and the two different races and all that. So it's just mixing it all up, man, to bring it something positive and, you know, try to make history with a good song.
I dig that. I dig that. Now, being a Texas native, when you were growing up, who were some musical acts that kind of inspired you?
No question, man. Got to start with my hometown. I'm from Port Arthur, Texas, so UGK, rest in peace, Pimp C and Bun. I definitely grew up on that. That's my heart and soul. That's why I learned to hear music. DJ Screw, of course. Anything coming out of Houston, you got Kiki, Scarface, all that. DJ Screw, Rec Shop, all that I grew up on. But it's a lot of artists that people don't know about that we used to listen to. You know, growing up, like Street Military, Klondike Cat, Mac Mall, some of the Bay Area stuff. So a lot of stuff we grew up on that was real gangster rap that we grew up on in the South that people didn't know about.
Now, can we hear a Texas anthem or something like that possibly? I heard you say Some Thug will be on the album, Scarface will be on the album, Lil Kiki will be on the album. So can we see like a Texas anthem or a collab track that we can look forward to?
Yeah, well, I think the one I have is gonna be big for Texas. Texas is gonna really stand up on the record. I got a record called Excellence with Don, Kiki, and Slim Thug.
Okay.
Featuring Jack Freeman on the hook, but it's a crazy record. Video already shot. And it's gonna be one of the singles I dropped soon too, so it's definitely a big song for Texas.
Now, who are some producers that you have on the project?
June James. Who I got Ayo on my project. I got let me see. I got Chill out of Houston. He produced the record. I got Track Sounds. I got Willa Fool. I got a lot of people, man. I got TM808 Mafia.
Okay.
I got a lot of people on there, so you know I'm just blessed, man. A lot of guys not really, you know, paying attention to the basketball, but at the same time, while I was playing basketball, I remained in the streets the whole time. So it's easy for me to connect with these guys because I've been here. So, you know, they definitely give me an opportunity to do what I do.
Now, where exactly did you get the name Stack Fry from?
Well, they used to call me Stack Jack. My homeboys used to call me Stack Jack. A long time, my homeboy Live Boo first gave me that name, Stack J. We were Stacks Jack, then it went to Stack Jack. And where I'm from, you know, all my homeboys, my whole neighborhood is blood. So, you know, we call each other, what's up, Five? So we say, what's up, Five? So it became Stack 5. Then I went to Milwaukee and I ended up wearing number 5 and the jerseys were red, so Stack 5 just stuck. And everybody still call me Stack 5.
That's definitely dope. That's definitely dope. Now, a lot of people, I'm quite sure, aren't aware that you're more than just a baller and a rapper. You're a father as well. You're very instrumental in the lives of your daughters and whatnot. Can you explain to us how difficult it is, you know, being on the road and touring, but still being such a good father?
It's very difficult because, you know, you got to try to keep that relationship with your kids where they understand that even though you're not there, the love is the same. Like if I was there every day, you know. I had to explain it to them like Daddy's providing for not just your household, but for my other kids' household, and my other kids' household, and my mom, you know. So they have to understand that, but you have to take the time to have the relationship with them to help them understand where you come from and how you care about them. And I've been blessed to have some beautiful, smart daughters and smart mothers too, who let me have that relationships with them and help them understand when I'm not gone. So it's been hard, but being away from the game, it's been easier. You know what I mean? Especially with my newborn, I'm able to wake up every day and change her diaper. So it's a part of life. Like I was telling my homeboy Champ just had a baby. I'm so in love with my newborn, like it's a whole different type of love. You know what I mean? So I'm just in love with my kids, man, because that's where I get my motivation from. That's why I get the strength when people say I can't do it to do it. You know what I mean? So I mean, everybody should feel that way about their kids, bro.
Yeah, I have a little girl as well, so I understand that point and whatnot. Now, I read somewhere not too long ago, you know, as we're talking about your daughters and whatnot, that you let them know that in their will, if they don't have, they only get their money if they don't have a baby by 25 or whatnot. Can you explain to our younger viewers, you know, like the importance of not having kids young, and even when you have kids young, how life isn't over and how it can be motivation?
Well, I mean, you know, we come from an era where so many kids these days young having babies. You know, I have a niece who was 14 and she got 2 kids already. You know, well, she had first she was 14, but she has 2 kids now. So like, I don't want to see that happen to my kids. And it happens so much with our culture, you know. And you can't always trick people with money, but money is what you need to survive these days. You know what I mean? So and my kids understand it. They understand that Daddy likes to live nice. He buys expensive things, but I work hard for it. So it's only right. You know, I fought with their moms about the situation. But this is my money, I earned it. And if I want my kids to be able to graduate high school and be in college where they know where their life going before they have to take care of another life when their life not headed in the right direction. So I thought it was only right for me to just let them know that, you know, you want to be 22, 21 with a baby with no money, or you want to be 25 with a career and knowing your life headed with $1 million. Like, it makes more sense, and their parents understood that, and I don't see what mother wouldn't want that for their kids.
That's real. I definitely respect that. Now, you've already given us some names of some heavy players who will be on your album, but are there any artists or producers out there that you haven't worked with that you're looking forward to working with in the future?
Nah, I mean, if it happens, it happens. I'm already not really feeling a lot of rappers because a lot of them arrogant and ain't humble. You know what I mean? I feel all the success I had. If I'm still humble, why shouldn't you be? But, you know, that's the game. So I really don't want to work with nobody. I'm not going to say I want to work with nobody because they might be talking about me on the low. You feel me? So how I'm going to do it, I'm just going to say anybody that I come that the Lord blessing my path to work with, I'm open to it. But I'm not saying I want to work with everybody. I'm just, you know, just taking it how I come and just being humble about the situation, just thankful about being able to live a second dream, bro.
Now, we don't want your NBA career to be over anytime soon, but you're very well spoken, you know, you do well in front of the camera. Could we possibly see you on an ESPN or TNT, you know, doing NBA as an NBA analyst whenever you retire?
My last mixtape was Jack of all trades, bro. I feel like I can do it all, man. I think, you know, God give me the strength, God will, and I can do anything. I love being in front of the camera. I love talking about sports. Definitely, you know, basketball is something I love, and really any sport. So, hopefully, man, if God said the same, I would be on TV. But the times I've been on ESPN, I enjoyed it. You know, they always invite me back, so we'll see.
Now, you're more than just a rapper as far as music is concerned. You also have a label and whatnot. Can you talk to us a little bit about your label?
Yeah, my label is Secret Society Entertainment. It's based here in Atlanta, but we started in Florida, Texas, our hometown. Okay. I have a lot of artists. Twin is an artist. He's from Atlanta. I got Messiah, B-Lean, Clockboy Scrap, Cheese. It's a lot of guys out of my hometown, too. But we're based in Atlanta. We're trying to build this Texas-Atlanta thing, trying to create that gap and bring it together, you know what I mean? But it's been great. My twin is up next, and you know, we come and just look out for a Secret Society Entertainment.
Now, as 2014 moves along, we know you have a new project coming out. I know the phone will be ringing very soon from NBA GMs trying to get you in their jerseys and whatnot. So what else can we expect from you in the future?
If you're ever in Denver, I own a weed dispensary and the grow house in Denver. If you ever stop by, it's gonna be called Viola Flowers. Everything legal. Cream Orchard Lounge. You gotta stop by and support us. You know, me and my partner Smurf. Buford Highway in Atlanta. What else I got going on, man? I'm still in the process of doing a school in my hometown, but we built a gymnasium. That's not really a school yet, but me and my mom got in the process of doing that. I think she's in the process of switching the gym into a midday daycare for old folks. What else we got going? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that's about it right now. But you know, I'm not done till all my crew say $1 million, man. That's when you see me kick my feet up.
I totally respect that, man. We look forward to your album coming out later this year. We also look forward to watching you on ESPN and TNT later this year. And maybe in a Hawks uniform, you know, possibly so we can see you here at home and whatnot. You know what it is, your man El Dorado, Hip Hop since 1987. Stay tuned to Hip Hop since 1987 for much more from this brother. And make sure you check out Gumbo immediately following this interview.